How you guys doing tonight? All right. I want to talk about this picture here. And it says, "Welcome back to school." It has the LBGTQ flag and the Black Lives Matter flag underneath it. That was purposely done. So what you're seeing right now is what you call social engineering. The definition of social engineering: the use of centralized planning in an attempt to manage social change and regulate the future development and behavior of a society. 2. The use of deception to manipulate individuals into divulging confidential or personal information that may be used for fraudulent purposes. The definition of social engineering. So guys, you know what strikes me the most when I see these things is that whites still like to compare black issues with gay issues. I don't see why that is an issue, but that's what they're doing. Black issues is an eternal thing based off of, quote unquote, your race. The LBGTQ situation is a choice. Now, some people will say, well, their rights are being violated. Well, that's to be a view of what you think. But comparing black issues to LBGTQ issues, it is nowhere near the same. But people, especially the white community, love to compare these things. Like I said before, and I'm going to say it again. When I look at these things, it reminds me of three things: the globalist, feminist, and racialist aspects of these flags. And I'm going to tell you why. The racial aspect is the Black Lives Matter. The feminist is the mindset of these two situations. The globalist is geared towards the LBGTQ because of putting these two things together where everyone comes together. That's why these flags were put together. So you got the globalist, feminist, and the racialist coming together in these two flags. The biggest issue for me is that this is being pushed onto our children, and the parents don't know nothing about it. The reason why is majority of your parents don't have anything to teach their children. So they push them into these public schools. They push them in. It's almost like a daycare. And once you put them in the daycare, called the public school system, you're allowing the school system to teach your children anything that they want. And here is what you're starting to see. They're going to start pushing agendas onto the children, and the children are going to respond to everything with emotion. And that is a problem. America is behind in education. Our number one, we're number 30th in the world as far as our IQ is concerned. You have other countries that's in front of us: Hong Kong, China, Switzerland, UK, Canada, Germany, Australia, Spain, and France. All are in front of America when it comes to education. The number one issue for our students is math. That's our struggle here in America. We're ranked number 31 in math. And when it comes to reading literacy, we're ranked number 9 in the world. So we're struggling when it comes to education. But we continue to push things like this onto our children, which creates a lot of different things. It brings a lot of emotional imbalance and identity issues when you're promoting the LBGTQ and the Black Lives Matter onto your children, instead of them learning the math, reading, instead of learning how to balance a checkbook, instead of, I would say history, but history has been so warped. Your best knowledge of history, my personal opinion, is ask your mother and father what is your heritage, and you can do your own research about history, because history has been warped. Just my opinion. Sometimes you don't know what to believe. So when it comes to these things, I believe that we spend more time pushing these social issues than educating our children. And it's unfortunate because our parents of today don't have anything to teach their children. So now we're in a situation now where, when I was in school, man, sheesh, we learned math, we learned it all. I was around my friends. All we did was play basketball all day, go home, take a shower, go to school, do it again. Do it again, do it again. We was all about them sports. Loved it. Now, it's okay for a girl to be a boy and a boy to be a girl. Billy, it's okay to wear a dress to prom. You be the first Kenny Barbie. Emily, it's okay to be like Mike. You could be the next Michael Jordan. Don't let anyone tell you any different. Anyone that does, including your parents, they're just wrong. And they need to rethink their attitude towards certain things. Billy, it's okay. It's okay. If you want to be a girl, you can do it. You can do it. Emily, it's okay. You want to be a boy? You can be a boy. It's okay. Because we're all together. We all are the same. We're all the same. Anyone that says it, shame on them. And these black people, they go through so much. We need to help these blacks. We need to help them. So we're going to rally with them and protest against that president. He is so racist. I don't like him. He doesn't like women. He doesn't like blacks. He don't like Hispanics. This is what they're teaching your children. While the single mothers are at the jobs, the fathers are being outed out of the house, or maybe both parents are in the house and they just don't pay attention because they're worried about making sure the bills are paid. This is what's being pushed. Parents, we got to get it back, man. We got to take back the old school. We got to teach our children ourselves. This public school stuff has gotten out of hand. They're pushing all kinds of agendas on our children. And this is unfortunate, and this is a sad situation. And I think that if we don't get control of the school system, everything is going to be liberated, and our children are going to be lost, not understanding what's going on in the real world. Just my opinion. We got to get our education back in order, and it takes us to do it.